All information about the disease refer to the website 247naturalhealthtricks.com. Alport Syndrome. Alport Syndrome is an inherited disease. It is especially related to kidney disease, hearing loss and eye abnormalities, blood in the urine, denoting loss of kidney function. It occurs in 1 in 50,000 babies. Mutations in genes COL4A3, COL4A4 and COL4A5 cause Alport syndrome. These genes code for proteins responsible for forming a component of type 4 collagen. Different genotypes are apparent in Alport syndrome. About 80% of cases are inherited in a way that is associated with X. It's a genetic defect on the X chromosome. About 15% of cases show a spontaneous recessive genetics. And about 5% of cases are inherited in a spontaneous dominant manner. Congenital hereditary hematuria is another name for it. Signs and symptoms of Alport syndrome. People with Alport syndrome experience progressive loss of kidney function. Almost all affected individuals have blood in their urine, hematuria, which indicates abnormal kidney function. Many people suffer from Alport syndrome, also develops high amounts of protein in urine, proteinuria. The kidneys become less likely to function as the condition progresses, leading to end-stage renal disease, ESRD. People with Alport syndrome often have sensorineural hearing loss. The reason is due to an abnormality of the inner ear, in early childhood or adolescence. The affected person also has a wrong lens in the eye, previous lenticonus. An abnormal color of light-sensitive tissue behind the eye, retina. Abnormal eyes rarely lead to vision loss. Significant hearing loss, eye abnormalities. And progressive kidney disease is more common in men with Alport syndrome than in affected women. Genes associated with Alport syndrome. Mutations in genes COL4A3, COL4A4 and COL4A5 cause Alport syndrome. Each of these genes provides instructions for creating a component of the protein, collagen type 4. This protein plays an important role in the kidneys, especially in the structure of glomeruli. Platelets have specialized blood vessels, helps remove water and waste from the blood and create urine. Mutations in these genes lead to an abnormality of type 4 collagen in the glomeruli. This prevents dialysis properly and allow blood and protein to pass into the urine. Kidney scarring gradually occurs, eventually leading to kidney failure in many people with Alport syndrome. Collagen type 4 is also an important component of the inner ear structure. Corti's organ, converting sound waves into nerve impulses for the brain. Changes in type 4 collagen often lead to abnormal inner ear function, lead to hearing loss. In the eye, this protein is important to maintain the shape of the lens and the normal color of the retina. When mutants break down type 4 collagen, it will lead to abnormal color distortion of lens and retina. Causes of hereditary Alport syndrome. It has different genetic types. About 80% of the cases are caused by the COL4A5 gene mutation and inherited as X. This gene is located on the X chromosome. This is one of 2 sex chromosomes. In men, only one X chromosome, a copy of the COL4A5 gene in each cell, is enough to cause kidney failure and other serious symptoms of the disorder. In women, people with 2 X chromosomes, a mutation in a copy of the COL4A5 gene usually only leads to hematuria, but some women experience more severe symptoms. One characteristic of X-linked inheritance is that a father cannot transmit X-linked characteristics to their son. In about 15% of cases, Alport syndrome is the result of a mutation in both copies of COL4A3 or COL4A4 gene and is inherited by spontaneous diving model. Parents of an individual with the idiopathic diving form of this condition. Each person has a copy of the mutant gene, the carrier. Some carriers will not work and others will develop a less serious situation. Thin pericardial disease is closely related to hematuria. It tends to dominate spontaneously in about 5% of cases. People with this Alport syndrome have mutations of the COL4A3 or COL4A4 genes in each cell. It is still not clear why some individuals have mutations COL4A3 or COL4A4. Have idiopathic Alport syndrome that predominates spontaneously, and others have thin basement membrane disease. Many other names of Alport syndrome: hereditary familial congenital hemorrhagic nephritis, congenital hereditary hematuria, hematuria nephropathy deafness syndrome, hereditary hematuria syndrome, Hematuric hereditary nephritis, hemorrhagic familial nephritis, hereditary interstitial pyelonephritis, hemorrhagic hereditary nephritis, hereditary nephritis. Thank for watching. Good health.